2 more pieces of Ada cloth and read the directions this time.
It's not cross stitch, Amazon. Diamond painting is not cross stitch. We are switching lanes without signaling here. Hi there. Welcome to the Notorious Needle. I'm Sarah.
I'm Bridget.
And on this channel, we talk about cross stitch.
I was waiting for you to say I'm the designer.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, because I'm not the only designer. Bridget
Mostly.
designs stuff sometimes too.
Mostly.
Anyway, welcome to our channel. We're going to tell you about the cross stitching we've been doing, the cross stitching we're going to do, and occasionally we do use swear words, and every once in a while we mention current events from a liberal American perspective and how sometimes that affects our stitching.
You have been warned.
Yes. So we like to start with our giveaway winners. Every Flosstube, we do a little giveaway, and last Flosstube for December, we did 2 giveaways. So the first giveaway was for this pattern. The word was skater, and only 2 people participated. So the winner is Janet, Long Island Stitcher. Congratulations, Janet.
Congratulations.
I'll be sending this in the mail.
Hope you do a better job on it than I did.
You'll be fine. Yeah, but she'll be fine. You'll be fine.
She will be fine.
And the other giveaway was for the Tail End Weaver. This is a 2-pack, and that's going to Denise Gray. So congratulations, Denise.
Awesome, Denise. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you for watching our videos. We really appreciate it. We do a little giveaway every video, but it's at a random section of the video. And when we get there, we'll tell you how you can also participate.
So if you want to win, you're trapped for the entire time.
Right? You know what I forgot to do, Bridget?
What'd you forget to do, Sarah?
I forgot to look up the previous Flosstube.
So you could
do comments.
Oh boy.
So we're just gonna randomly.
She's just gonna wing it.
We're just gonna do the top few. We also like to talk about your comments because we love reading them, not only on our Flosstube videos, but on our tutorial videos.
And I did read them this month.
I saw you made some comments.
I did. I know.
Crafty Tabby Cat 7593 wrote, I love playing thread chicken and have been using my next loop start floss to weave that last piece of floss that won't stay in my needle. Love listening to the both of you.
Awesome. I like that tip too.
Janet Long Island Stitcher, who won the skater pattern, wrote, Hi ladies, love all your projects. You two made me laugh out loud when your mom said about the 60s. You two are fun to watch and hear while I stitch. I saw a skater on the ice the other day. Well, ladies, thank you for your video and see you next time. Thanks,
Cool.
Janet. Thanks for watching.
That's so cool.
And then there are a bunch of questions that we answered. Let's see. And a bunch of folks just giving the love. So thank you. Thanks back at you.
Thanks for the love. We appreciate it and we enjoy it.
Yeah, and you know, we love hearing from you. So please leave a comment. We do read them all. Thank you.
Even if we don't read them all on the air.
Oh yes, no,
Yeah.
we definitely read them all. We just don't, you know.
You know why I wasn't reading the comments so much?
Why?
Because I couldn't figure out how to get there without having the video start.
Oh, well, you just pause the video.
I know I was, but then I figured it out. So, you know, I'm a little tech challenged.
All right. It's Bridget's having a pretty day today. Next is new Stitchy Stuff.
New Stitchy Stuff.
So we are coming at you in that weird space between the winter holidays / religious holidays and New Year's. So we have lovely gifts to share. But we haven't started the new year yet. So
no.
What would you like to share your new Stitchy Stuff, Bridget?
Okay. Well, I'll do a couple and then you do some.
Sure.
How's that?
Okay.
Okay. So new Stitchy Stuff. Since we didn't do that in the last Flosstube, we just did like the parade thing.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of fabrics from Bestitch Me because I belong to the Fabric of the Month Club. This one is 16 count and it's called Macchiato, which is kind of a coffee stitch, which I like. I think I have an idea what I'm going to use this for already.
And a little pale blue.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
I know, right? I like it. I love the lightly modeled look. It's gonna be fun to work with. And then the other one I got is called Sugar Cream Pie. And this one I think was for December. My January one has already been shipped.
Oh, nice.
And this one is really light.
Yeah.
Very, very light. And
But not white.
But not white and not ecru. It's very, very lightly
like a
modeled.
cream. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is why it's called Sugar Cream Pie.
Right.
And of course I can never fold them correctly, so I'll just do it later.
Folds them long ways first.
What else you got?
Oh, okay. So I got a huge pack of mini frames. It was on my list.
Was it?
Yep, from my sister, one of my sisters-in-law. So there's like 40 frames in the pack. Here's one. And each one is about this size. There's circle ones, there's square ones. So for like super smalls.
Or ornaments.
Yep, because I do want to design some more small patterns. I have a lot of big ones, so I thought small ones might be nice. So that'll be for pictures for those, or
nice.
ornaments to share, or whatever. And they all come with like little stands, which will be fun.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, there's like 40 of them. It's a bajillion, but they're so pretty. Like they're a little gothic, but they're.
And if you were going to make a small for a StitchCon kind of thing, a stitching
for a
convention,
smalls exchange, yeah.
Then a smalls exchange, then that would really be a pretty frame to put it in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this I think came off of Amazon, so I'll put the link below so you can see.
It's much more elegant than just a hoop.
I mean, it depends on the look you're going for. Like if you're stitching, anything from the Witchy Stitcher looks good in like a big twirly frame.
Right.
And then another thing I wanted to share was, yay, I got the Halo Go. Yay. This came from my mother-in-law.
Yes, a beloved friend of stitchers everywhere.
Yeah, so I didn't even know it existed until we started going to cross-stitch conventions, and fully a third of the stitchers had one of these.
Like if there were 6 people at a table, 4 of the 6 had this particular light.
At least, yeah.
So we knew it was a reliable source, and it's, well, you can get it on Amazon. You're going to put the link below.
Yeah.
But you plug it in and it recharges itself, and it'll go like 5 hours on one charge. So if you're at a convention that doesn't have access to electricity, or if you're stitching in the late night stitching room where they don't have electric at every table,
yeah, they don't.
This is really handy, and it's so nice because of the way the bottom is weighted. So when you tilt it toward
you can have it leaning over the table and it doesn't fall in your lap.
Exactly.
So you have it leaning over the table so you can use the magnifying glass with the light underneath.
Yep.
Away from the table, which is really, really nice. And it's tiny and portable.
And it folds completely flat.
It folds very flat.
So it's so easy to pack in your suitcase.
And I'm going to see if I can find
the case.
Yeah, because there isn't one made for it, but there are some cases that are made for like knitting needles that will also fit this in it. So I'm going to see if I can find one of those. So, okay, your turn.
Okay.
You want to show them together?
We might show them together.
Okay.
So I was really busy 2 weekends ago before the holiday. And
to my tremendous benefit.
Well, I'm going to make a couple more too.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so I made this one for me.
And this one for me.
There's the same material as on the back.
This pretty project bags.
She has a different material. And this is stretchy lace. So what I did was I combined 2 different patterns that I saw people make. One I purchased and one I didn't. So the stretchy lace is to put your bobbins in. Or if you use sulky, the ones that come on a
spool.
Spool, thank you. That's the word I was looking for. You can stick the spool in there. So
a pretty butterfly.
Oh.
You keep going, you keep going.
So basically, you'll notice that I can't sew a straight line. These are not for sale. Look at the corner. It's a gift of love. Trust me, it's certainly not. But I did find a way of reinforcing the back so that this won't sag as much when you put the bobbins in it.
Okay.
It's like a foam with tape on it or whatever, not tape, adhesive.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's a foam with an adhesive back.
Okay.
So it's a little bit thicker,
yeah.
and it's thicker than fusible interfacing, and I think it's going to work better.
Yeah.
So we'll have to try them out.
Yes.
And I have a little bit more. I have more vinyl. Oh my God, I bought so much.
She
vinyl.
made me too.
I made her too.
Look, it's so pretty.
And this one has a little dragonfly charm on it to match
Oh,
the dragonflies.
Isn't that pretty? And look, the dragonflies on the back. So pretty. So,
but it's really hard to sew this stretchy. I mean, it looks terrible, but it's so hard to sew. I had to take this piece out a few times because, well, you're putting it under the foot, and the stretchy lace would bend over, and it would fall in on itself. Yeah. And then as you're putting it under the foot, you have to take the pins out, and it just sort of stretches back on you.
Oh wow,
it's a pain in the butt.
But it's gonna be great. I'm super stoked. And the cool thing is, Bridget was talking about keeping her bobbins on a hoop earlier, on a ring, and then pulling out the whole ring and using that stitch width. And I do that sometimes, but only because I don't have a spot for every bobbin. So I am what you call a cross-country stitcher. I tend to choose one color and stitch as much of that as I can in the design. So this is fun. I only need to take one out at a time. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Cool. So and you'll have to let me know how well the lace works with the reinforced back.
Okay.
Before I make any more. I have enough material to make like maybe 3 or 4 more of them. So.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Love it.
Yeah. And I do it a little bit differently every time, and I get a little faster, and I learn something every time I do it. So yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And I think you got some books.
I did. Are we doing that now? Okay.
Might as well. We're still gonna do Stitchy Stuff.
Okay, I did. I got 3 books. I got Self-Care Cross Stitch by Stephanie Rohr. This is really nice. I got a little note. 2 of the patterns are cut off, so you have to go to the website.
Oh, wow.
Here's one. You are enough. And this is the same artist who did the Feminist Cross Stitch book.
Oh, okay.
It's actually called Feminist Cross Stitch. It's on my shelf over there. Let me see if I could show you.
Just one, maybe, or 2. Oh,
yeah.
Well, they have the pattern and the pictures kind of on the same page, so it's hard.
Yep. Here we go. There we go. Move joyfully, which is lovely because I am getting back into motion. I've been hitting the gym the past 10 weeks or so, and it's really nice.
So a lot of these are kind of motivational.
Yeah. Self-care.
With pretty borders and stuff.
Speaking of pretty borders,
ba-dam!
This is 300 new cross-stitch motifs.
Wow.
They are so pretty. I really like this peacock one here.
That's a lot of borders.
Yeah. It's let me see if I think they're all here. I can show you this. So here's an example. So each section, it's sectioned off by different, it says galleries, and I don't understand yet how they're organized. But you go to the gallery page, and then that section contains all of these patterns in it. So yeah, it's very interesting.
300 of them.
300. So
wow. Between that and the alphabet book.
I know, right? This one also. Both of these came from my sisters-in-law.
But they're on
amazing.
Amazon.
They were on. Yes, they were on. Yeah, I will put links below. They were on my. I just sent them an Amazon list, and they went shopping because they're amazing. Here's another one of the roses. Isn't that pretty? I think it's so pretty. So pretty. And then
they're gorgeous.
Final book that this one I got from my husband. Oh, which we both got.
We both got.
Cross Stitch for the Heart by Emma Congdon. Emma Congdon is also known as Stitchrovia on Etsy, and I think some of her social media accounts. And so here's what's inside this book. So it's all like little love notes. Well, none of them are little. I'm showing the inside page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, none of them are little.
Well, this is one of the ones I really love.
They're all rather large.
Love it. What does it say? Life is the flower for which love is the honey. And of course, being a beekeeper, I may have to do that one. I really like that.
This one says, "I love you for all that you are, all that you have been, all you are yet to be." I feel like that's a good one for a kid.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So, man, I made out. I'm
Yeah,
very,
you did.
I'm very, very blessed.
Yeah, you did.
And all of my family was very, very pleased.
I
with
like
the
this
gifts I
one
got.
too. In a world where you can be anything, be kind.
Yeah.
And I do see that sign in a bunch of places, but I think it's a good reminder that you can be nasty or you can be nice.
Yeah, you have a choice. You always have a choice.
Most of the time you do better when you're being nice. Just saying. And then I got this one, which is so cool.
It's so pretty.
Paint with Thread by Emily Ferris. And this is actually an embroidery book. I just want to show you this, like the picture that sort of really sold it for me, of course. It's gorgeous. But the really nice thing too about this book is that it's not only just, there's that, right?
Yeah,
you
that's
notice
really
I have
pretty.
these pages marked.
Oh my
right?
God, the pictures are so beautiful in this
They're
book.
really gorgeous. And of course they show you like how to do the designs. But for example, this is a transfer pattern. So you can transfer this onto your fabric already.
The directions say to tear the paper out, and that is a transfer paper. You can transfer it via iron onto your fabric.
Exactly. And this one is the more extensive of the same design. So if you just want to do the easy one, you could just do this one. And if you want to do the more elaborate version, you can do the other one. But you could also trace these onto tracing paper. But these, I know from experience that these are usually good for at least 2.
Oh, 2 transfers?
2 transfers. By the third one, it's really too faint to see. But usually you can get 2 transfers out of it if you don't leave the iron on really, really long. But she has instructions. And it also, I believe, has embroidery instructions in here too. So, I mean, if you like to cross stitch, just making crosses sometimes can be a little boring.
Oh, not for me.
I know. But I used to embroider, and I was thinking about, getting back into it somewhat. So this is beautiful. Beautiful. Is that it for new Stitchy Stuff?
It's not. I have a couple of other
you have
things.
A couple of other things. Ooh.
So also on my list, and I'll post the link to this, I got glow-in-the-dark thread. Now this is machine embroidery thread. This is not hand embroidery thread. But I've been seeing these on Amazon for a long, long time, and they were not very expensive. Spools and spools of glow-in-the-dark thread. And I thought I'm gonna try and stitch with it and see how good the glow is. Maybe compare it with some glow-in-the-dark. I think I have glow-in-the-dark light effects from DMC. Compare the glow and see like if it's nice. But this was an 8-pack that has all these pretty colors, and of course some glow brighter than others.
Yeah.
And they have a picture that shows them glowing, but you never know if that's like, is it CGI? Is it AI? Is it a real picture?
That's true.
So
that's true.
So yeah. So
and this was awesome. This cute little box, which we're trying to put.
Just a cardboard box.
We're trying to put them back into.
So I know that it's not hand embroidery thread, but I'm gonna try it anyways because I really liked the colors and I thought it might look nice.
Because machine thread is so thin, you might actually want to go with 4 threads, where you might normally use 2 on a DMC. You might want to go with 4. I have these very thin. I have these same spools in like 80 different colors that I got on Amazon for my sewing machine. And they're thin because they're for embroidery sewing, like machine embroidery. Okay. So you might want to double up.
Okay. No, I guess I will. Yeah, no, it is very thin, but I'm hoping it's strong.
Oh yeah. So they're pretty strong.
Yeah. And
because I sew with them.
I don't know if it's cotton or not. Oh, and it comes with these spool sleeves. But I have spool huggers, so I'll put the link below for that. And then the last thing I have to share is Mom got me some diamond painting kits.
It's not cross stitch.
It's not cross stitch, Amazon. Diamond painting is not cross stitch. However,
that's her pet peeve.
I really hate it when I put cross stitch and it comes up with diamond painting. I'm like, I like the shiny, not the same thing. So she got me a set of coasters and they're all sea themed. I don't know if you can see that's a whale. Sea themed coasters. So this is for the future tiki hut bar thing that may or may not ever be built in the backyard.
Well, we figure the more stuff we get you for that tiki bar, the more your husband's going to be like motivated.
It's not him. He doesn't need the motivation. We need money.
Oh,
we need the money.
Can't help you with that.
We need the money. And then a bunch of unicorn decoration ones.
Because she used to like unicorns.
I still love unicorns.
Yeah.
I liked unicorns before it was cool, y'all.
Yeah, this is true.
I did. Yep.
She did.
So that's all my new Stitchy stuff.
Awesome. That should keep you busy for a little while.
Yeah, right. I got plenty.
So what are we on to next?
Finishes.
Finishes.
Per usual, I have no finishes.
You preempted me. I was just going to ask, do you have any finishes,
Of course
Sarah?
not.
She has no.
Of course not.
That's okay. That's okay. I have a few finishes, but not that many. Okay. So you might remember I was working on Madison Avenue totes, and these are little, you're supposed to make them into bags. It was a kit. And so I have finished this particular one. And here's my little, these are Christmas bear hearts. And here's my little Christmas bears, or maybe they go better this way, so they're looking at each other. I don't know. But in case you didn't notice, because I certainly didn't, in order for them to become tote bags, I should have stitched them like here, maybe? So you could fold them and they could become a tote bag. Instead, I guess they're going to be something else. Like maybe they'll be an ornament because I'm not taking all the stitching out.
No.
Or maybe I'll just get 2 more pieces of Aida cloth and read the directions this time and make them again.
Directions are for the weak.
Apparently they are, because I can't follow directions.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I know, but
this was the kit, right? It came with everything.
Kit, and you know, the funny thing is that there's 2 of them. You have one.
Yeah.
I had picked 2 up. We had gotten them at a freebie table.
I have this one. That's the bears ones.
Yeah. So read the directions before you start
it. Yes, ma'am.
Because
I usually do.
I you know, kind of screwed that up.
Meh.
What can I tell you?
They're still really cute.
When I show you my whip, when we get to whips, the second set I have is one of my whips, and I read the directions, so they're going the right way.
All right.
What are you gonna do? And then,
I'm not done with new Stitchy Stuff.
You're not done with new Stitchy Stuff?
No, I bought a bunch of digital patterns.
You know what?
They're not here.
You're right. I'm not either.
Sorry,
but we both got the same one, didn't we?
I got a bunch of patterns.
Did you?
I did.
Well, before I move on, why don't you tell us the patterns you got?
Okay, so on Etsy, I bought patterns from Favorite Gnome. And this is female gnome with ornament. And this one is female gnome with star. So cute. And then this one is gnome with candy cane. It was a 4-pack. And then this one is gnome with, I think it says coffee mug. So that was a 4-pack, and I'll show you. I started stitching them. I'll show you. So that was from Favorite Gnome. And then I also got the Temperature Dragon Leap Year Edition. Have you not seen this? From Christie's Corner.
I haven't seen this before.
So it's a temperature chart for, 360.
So in other words, your dragon's going to be all whatever the hot temperatures are.
It's going to, well, I'm going to change the temperature range. I'm going to change the colors. I like cool tones. I'll probably change all of them to cool tones. But yeah, I've been wanting to do a temperature chart.
Right.
That wasn't like
books,
a bunch of the same things all in different colors. So I thought a geometric dragon would be really, really
That's
cool.
really cool. The most interesting one I've seen is butterflies. Where each part of the wing is a different day's temperature, which I think is really gorgeous, because of course it means that like the whole month is one butterfly, and that month is going to be similar toned because it's always going to be this in a range.
Yeah.
Right. So
right.
Yeah, but unfortunately, living in South Florida, all of them would be the same.
Yeah, we only, I think the coolest it gets here is the upper 40s.
It's 61
Fahrenheit
today.
And the warmest it gets is like the low 100.
Has it been in the low hundreds?
Oh yeah.
Ever?
Yes.
The hottest I remember is like 91.
Nope, like 103, 104.
Whoa.
Yeah, on really hot days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we do have enough of a range.
Yeah, but so the cool days are few and far between. It's kind of weird because you get a cold front comes through, right? And it's rainy and gross like today. We're recording this today on a day where we have a cold front coming through. And then you have like 3 days of like no clouds and only maybe 40-50% humidity, which is really, really low.
And it's in the low 60s.
And the temperature, Fahrenheit, low 60s. And it's like just gorgeous for like 4 days.
Right.
And then, or the low is in the 40s. And then you get more rain.
Or it goes right up to 80.
Or it goes back up to the 80s and 90s.
Yesterday.
Yeah. the same week.
61 today.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
And the low is 47 tonight.
Is
No,
it?
the low is in the 50s tonight. Tomorrow, the low is 47.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah. Right? Might
Well, you
have
see,
to
I'm wearing a
open.
sweater.
Oh, I'm warm. Might have to like open up everything. Very nice sweater, Bridget. So that was from Christie's Corner. On Etsy, it's Christie's Corner Needle. And then I also bought from Choco Coco Stitch.
I love that name.
Actually, I'm not really sure what these are called, but this is a Mario Brothers Star Wars mashup.
Oh no.
I love this pattern. I've been eyeing this for a while.
Oh my goodness.
This is Mario Plants.
Hey, did I make that one?
No, but you bought a pattern from the
Very
same
similar. Yes.
from the same designer.
Yes.
And then I bought this called Choose Your Pokemon.
That one's cute.
Yeah, so it's the original starters.
That's really cute.
Do you remember who the original starters?
No.
So you have Bulbasaur, Charizard, and Squirtle.
Let me look at them. I can tell you which one I had. I think I had that
The
one.
dragon, yeah.
I had the
Charizard.
Yeah, of course, I would
Yeah.
pick the
Of
dragon.
course you would pick the dragon.
Why wouldn't I?
Okay, so for real, that's it for new Stitchy stuff.
Not really.
Oh, for me it is.
You bought me the Light Goddess Stitch
Oh, the
Along,
Light Goddess Stitch Along.
which
Yes,
we can't
I
show
knew
you
I
a
would
picture
forget.
of. It's by Witches Gardens Crafts. Big surprise to those of you who watch the channel.
And this is the sister pattern to the Dark Goddess Stitch Along.
so
I
of
had to
course
get
we
it.
have to make it.
Of course.
Yep. So that doesn't start till February. So I have not kitted anything up. I don't have any fabric picked
Yeah,
out for
me
it
neither.
yet. And it's not going to be one of my new starts, not till February. That's
Right.
when it comes out.
Right.
So, but I got it now. So
Yeah.
yay. So that
So we
qualifies.
can resume finishes.
We can.
We can resume Bridget's finishes
Thank
because
you very
I
much.
don't have one.
But I do have one. And it is another Witches Gardens
Oh,
Crafts.
yay, you
And
finished
it. Is
it.
The chalices. This was a stitch along.
Wow.
She released 2 cards every month. And I believe that the swords are starting in May. So I'll be doing those.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Didn't that come out nice?
Yeah.
I love it. And these are her own patterns. This is not an existing deck. These are her own. So it's given me a lot of I got to tell you what my favorite one
The
is.
imagery is different
The
from like
imagery
a
is really
traditional
cool.
tarot.
Look at the 2.
Aww.
It's emperor penguins
Yeah.
over a little egg.
They mate for life, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was gorgeous. Now, some of you may have seen this last Flosstube when I had completely miscounted these 3 boxes. The Emperor Penguins is the one that made me decide I had to take all this out, move it down a row, because there was no way to fudge this particular one.
Okay.
This one, they would not have been correctly
Oh, they would have looked
proportioned.
weird. Yeah.
I would have either had to take a line out of the egg or a line out of the arms. It would not have worked.
Okay.
So I'm really glad I didn't. Sometimes it's worth frogging, just so you all know. But I mean, I think it's gorgeous. I can't wait to have a whole mesh set. My living room, I'm going to have to take down all the pictures in my living room and just put up my stitching. Because at this point, I have more stitching than anything else. And I have a bunch I have not framed.
It's time.
Maybe.
Are you gonna wait and frame them all at the same time, or do you want to frame them as you go?
Well, it would be the smart thing to frame them all at the same time, because then they'd all match.
Only if you actually finish it, which you probably will.
I probably will, because I've been really delighted with these patterns. So I'm still working on the major, but it didn't work on it this month.
Okay.
So I didn't bring it.
Okay.
So my next finish, this one's called Santa Moon. He's just a little cutie.
What made you stitch it on pink?
I had it.
You just had it?
I had it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the only reason. It was the right size.
Yeah.
I had the pink. I like to use up my extra stuff. And I just kind of thought, because Santa's always seen as male, and I just kind of thought it might be fun to stitch it on pink. And he does look, I mean,
Yeah.
to me it pops. I did have to outline the sled, which I wouldn't have normally had to do if I'd done it just on regular white
Okay.
or something else, because the white didn't show against the pink.
Yeah.
But if you look at it here, this is the finish they show in the magazine. And if you look at that finish, it's right here.
it's on like a gray.
It's on like a gray, which
Yeah.
means it just totally
disappears. Yeah.
into the pattern. This is
So you outlined all of, It wasn't outlined at all. You outlined
It wasn't
Santa,
outlined at all. I outlined Santa too in black because you know what? I thought you can't see it.
Yeah.
You can't see it either. So I think it's at least a better choice to do it this way. This is the magazine it came out of, the Just Cross Stitch 2023 Christmas Ornaments issue. And I have another one I'm going to do in this magazine, but I'll show you that when we get to that part. I'll put this over here.
Is that all your finishes?
Yeah, I only have, oh no, that's not all my finishes. I lied. I have one more finish.
Ooh, I haven't seen
You
this
know
yet.
what? I'll show you that when we go to whips.
Okay.
Because I finally finished the Candy Stick Santa.
Oh, yes, I see. That's technically a whip because the whole project isn't done.
Right, just
even
that one part
Candy
is
Stick
done.
Santa is done.
But I'll pull that out at the moment. Have you got your whips ready?
I do.
Go for your whips.
Okay, so I'm stitching the gnomes that I just showed you. I stitched up gnome with a star and gnome with an ornament. So here they are. Aren't they cute? And the reason why this is a whip and not a finish is because I'm stitching besties underneath.
And that's gonna be
for my bestie.
That's gonna be a present, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a present for my bestie.
So no pressure. Is it gonna be a finish next month?
Yeah. We're not doing our gift exchange for like 3 more weeks.
Oh, okay.
So I will be done in plenty of time.
Cool.
So I used all the called for colors except inside the ornament and the star. I used it just called for white, and I used E995, which is the Etoile electric blue.
Oh, let me see.
And
Can
then
I even see a difference?
And then the heart is Krynic.
Oh,
it's a very subtle shimmer.
It is a very subtle shimmer, but there is a shimmer there.
Yeah, and then the heart is Krynic.
Oh, pretty! I like that. The one in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the word besties is done 1 part white and 1 part Krynic. It's an opalescent Krynic.
Good.
So
a little bling.
Yeah. The next whip I have is Santa's Workshop. So I've been working pretty good on that. This is what it looks like finished. Santa's Workshop. And this is what I have done so far.
And this is from the first edition of Leisure Arts Publications, the premiere issue. And
do you mind looking up the pattern and telling us who the designer is? Because I forgot.
I can.
So this is what I have so far. Most of Santa, I still have to do like his eyes and stuff. And the doll, I did a conversion on the doll. So instead of being light-skinned and blonde, she's dark-skinned and brunette. But I used all the other called for colors so far. And
does it tell me?
Yeah, it does. Designed by Marilyn Gondre.
Marilyn Gondre, yes, okay.
And the next one is Tentacles by 2x2 Stitch Art?
Yes.
And this is what it looks like finished. I did a color conversion, so instead of blue tentacles, I did red. This is what I've got so far. I stitched more of the booty. The skin tone of the booty. And then the next one is Krampus. It's Gruß von Krampus. This is from the Witchy Stitcher, and this is what he looks like finished. And I'm stitching him. This is what I've got so far. So the other ones are just DMC, and this is 25 count Lugana. So I got Lugana. I think it's just ivory. So I finished the frame, and then I stitched this stack of sticks. I keep meaning to look up why does he have sticks in his hand. I think it's to beat the naughty children with.
It is. He chases the naughty children. He beats them with a stick, and if they're really bad, he stuffs them in his bag.
Kidnaps them. Yep. These are children feet
upside down.
Love it.
Man after my own heart.
Beat those naughty children. Beat them with a stick. I love it. And finally, a Notorious needle pattern called Sea Sun Greetings. So that's what it will look like finished. And then this is what I have so far. So I'm using all the called for colors except For the beach sand, I'm using, it's Butter. I forget who the floss designer is, so I'll put that in the comments below. It's a very, very slightly variegated.
Nice.
Everything else so far is called for colors.
And it's on a obviously.
Oh, sorry. Yes, this is on.
Piece.
This is on 32 Count Ice Queen by Stitch Me.
Opalescent.
Yes, and it's opalescent.
Yeah,
Thank
pretty,
you.
very pretty. Which reminds me, I forgot my chalices is on Ledger by Stitch Me.
Okay.
16 count.
Okay.
In case anybody wanted to know that.
That's all my whips.
Yay!
How about your whips, Bridget?
I have whips.
We got whips.
I actually only have
got
two
whips galore.
And I will tell you why, but that's okay. Because, so, here's my next one. It's Madison Avenue Totes. It's the other pattern to
matching
match.
to the
Right.
heart bears.
Only this time,
hey.
look, I'm doing it in the right place. At
fun.
least I think I am.
Okay.
You know, I read the directions this time.
And it looks like they give you a sewing pattern.
They do.
Yeah.
Yep. They give you a sewing pattern, which is how when I took the sewing pattern out for the other one,
oh,
I went, oh fudge. I did that wrong.
Yeah.
And I may not even make them into bags. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll find out. But this is what I have so far on my little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
so
one's
what is
called
he doing?
Christmas bear bells or something.
Which one is he holding? Which one
Christmas
is it?
bear birds.
Oh, it's the sitting one. Okay,
yeah.
It's this one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm working on.
Cool.
Very
cute.
He's kind of, yeah. And I like the birds.
I feel like this photo
really
is very
pretty.
yellow.
Well, it's old.
Yeah.
These are probably not even available anymore. I think they definitely came off somebody's freebie table.
Ooh, show us Candy Cane Santa.
All right. Well, yeah, that's my finish. Hang on a second. I got to unroll part of it. Take the clips off. I have it clipped because it's a bit unruly, but part of Candy Cane Santa is underneath
on the hoop. That's okay.
No, I'll take the hoop off, honey.
No, you don't have to do all that.
Oh, it's all right. It's a nurge. These are super easy to work with. I find them much easier to put on and off than the regular hoops, actually.
Okay.
So I don't mind taking it off.
All right.
This is what, oh, no, we're not. Wait, that's my
Your needle. You might need that.
I might. It was stuck on the needle minder, but it came off when I took off the nurge. Okay, so here, finally, drum roll, is Candy Stick Santa.
Candy Stick, yeah.
If you am I holding it in the right spot?
Yep, you're good.
And this Santa was a bear.
He's beautiful.
I'll just say he was a bit of a bear.
Yeah.
All of the candy canes were all shaded. Lots of different, there's a lot of kind of like confetti. There's like 2 stitches here, 2 1/4 stitches there.
Yeah.
All that shading. So what happens is, this is the reason I only have 2 whips this month, because I pushed myself to get this one done.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I am not quitting. This is number 8.
Is his vest, is that variegated? Or is that different?
No, his vest is not variegated. His vest is done in 3 or 4 different
shades
of green.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So if you have variegated, you might want to just use that and save yourself all that hassle. But yeah, no, it's a lot of variegation.
It's so pretty.
Because it's, it's
so pretty.
Sue Hillis design. Right. And this is on monk's cloth. So since this is the next one in line, I might as well just go right into it. So this is the Stitching Santa. This is the one I'm working on now. So in my lineup, this is her 4th, but in my lineup, it's my 9th out of 10. So I'm so close. So close. So close. I started this July of 2022. I looked it up.
You got a lot done.
I looked it up. Yeah. Well, in addition to doing all the other ones I do.
Right.
So this is the Stitching Santa, and this is how much I've gotten done on him so far.
Okay.
Well, because once I got through the candy stick, I was like, let's go, let's go.
Oh, I see. So he's holding a basket of floss and a pin cushion,
there's
tomato.
a pin cushion, there's a little
cat
next to
and
him.
some bobbins at his feet. Okay.
Yep. So I've gotten the sign done. I've gotten mostly a lot of Santa done. And this is on a crew 14 count monk's cloth.
It is 14 count? Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's actually like 13 and a half.
Okay, whatever.
Close enough.
We're calling it 14.
We're calling it 14. It's close enough.
Very nice.
And that's my
whips.
I think that's my whips.
Very
yeah,
good.
that's my whips.
Very nice.
So let me put these over here. But that's not all. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year,
are you
what's
moving
her
on to
name?
plans?
I was moving on to plans.
We're moving on to plans.
Are we not moving on to plans?
We are switching lanes without signaling here.
No, okay. We're switching lanes without signal. Okay, what? Ready to signal?
Yeah.
Now it's time for plans. Okay. So last year, you might remember Kia B at Kia B Quilting. That's her Instagram channel. Did hashtag NYE 12x12. Yeah, that's what it is. NYE 12x12.
Okay.
So what that means is you do 12 new starts in 12 hours. So starting
on New Year's Eve.
Right, New Year's Eve at noon, you start your first project. 1 o'clock comes around, you put that one away, you start project number 2. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock rolls around, you put that one away, you start the next project. So by the time midnight comes, you have 12 new starts. Now, you don't have to do 12 new starts. Some people are doing 6 starts and 6 projects.
Right.
I'm ambitious. I'm doing 12 new starts, but I'm not doing big ones.
Okay.
Some of them are little.
Well, last year you did this too.
I did this last year.
Yeah.
And half the ones I did were ornaments.
Or they're small, yeah.
So yeah, because I would like to be able to finish some of them like by mid-January, because I don't want to be bogged down with 12 new projects. I am bringing 5 projects over from last year, or it might actually be 6. I don't know. I have to look.
Okay.
But I am doing the New Year's Eve. So in the same book, just cross stitch 2023 ornaments, holiday ornaments edition, they have, I don't know if you can even see it because it's kind of into the fold here, but it's this one here. It says Noel.
There you go. Yeah.
And I'm going to do that one
Yeah.
for the
Beach
Please retreat
in February in Tampa.
They're offering a flat fold class, which I've signed up for, but the pattern, let's just say it's not to my cup of tea. So nothing against the designer. They have a guest designer coming in and she's probably wonderful. I don't know, but I didn't care for the pattern. I'll just be honest. And so I found this one, and on 18 count, it's going to be the same size as the other pattern. So I can do the fold.
The flat fold with the same.
With this pattern.
Because they're providing the materials. So if you're doing a different pattern, it really needs to be the same size. Because who knows? They might have it like pre-cut for you and stuff,
Right.
So.
And I mean,
don't need to make it harder.
I don't want to make it harder on myself than it has to. And I did sign up for the class, and it is included with the registration. So I want to take advantage of it. So that's the design I'm going to do, that little Noel. Okay. And I'm going to use a variegated blue. So it should be really pretty.
It's going to look really
so
pretty.
That's one of them.
That's number 1.
Numero uno. Yes. Well, actually, yeah, they're not going in order, but so then this one here is Friends Forever. And this was a freebie that I got from our local needle shop. And it's a kit. They give you the wood, and they give you a little charm that goes on it. But then I have to pick out. But I mean, it's small, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be. It's on.
You might even get like halfway done in an hour. Because it's a little.
It could be. It could be. It could be halfway done in an hour. But that's the second one. And then there's a third one called Beehive Violets, which of course, so I have to do it. This was also a freebie from Just Nan. And this is what it looks like on her website. So I can show this because this is what she's advertising.
They don't have a picture of the finish.
No.
So what we did, instead of showing you the pattern, which isn't right, went to their website, and Bridget took a screenshot directly from their website. So whatever's on the website is what she's showing you.
Right. And
this one is the whole pattern, because that's
my next one is a freebie. It's from La Di Da Freebie, and it's called Hand and Heart, and this is what's showing on her website.
Right.
So, sorry, this is the pattern, but she's giving it away for free on her website, and it's La Di Da Freebie, and I think it's really pretty. I'm going to do this one in all variegated too.
Oh, okay.
Too. And then
wait, so that's number 3 and 4, right?
This was
we got
number
1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm keeping count. Here's number 5.
Why are you hung up on the cat?
Because I'm a nerd.
Okay, nerd. So this one is Frony Ritter Designs, and this is the mittens number 6. I have bought 3 of these pamphlets when we were at the shop. So this is one of the pamphlets that I bought. I already made one previously, and this is another one.
So you're going to make all 4? Is that 6, 7, 8?
Yeah,
9?
No. This is all 4 is one count as one project because I'm making them on scraps.
Yeah.
So, and these are great for scraps.
Yeah, let me show a close up.
Yep.
Super cute. I think they stitched them on perforated paper on this exemplar.
They might have done, but you know what? You can use.
Oh yeah, it says it right here.
You can use scraps of Aida cloth, and then you just immerse them in a starchy material, and they're fine. Or you can put them on a material and then put them on felt. You can make them into cards. There's just so many uses.
Yeah.
And so do not throw away your margins. Do not throw away your scraps. Because if it's, like 20 by 20, you don't even have to fit it in a hoop. You can do it in hand. So simple. Do I have
This is number 7.
So number 7.
He's cute.
He's adorable.
He's beads.
He's beads. Yep. This is called the Beaded Santa.
Oh my gosh.
This is also a freebie kit that I got. Now, I'm really not fond of beading. So this one is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me, but I'm going to rise to the occasion.
Okay.
And I'm going to force myself to get over the whole don't like beading part. So, yeah, that's... Yeah.
What is all this stuff in the back?
It's
beads.
A pin. There's a pin.
Oh, I guess you're supposed to make them into a lapel pin?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I may or may not do that. Finishing's not my strong suit. That'll be something I work on maybe in 2025. One bad habit at a time.
Okay. All right. Got it.
And then this one, my next new start, is from the haunted house stitch box from Starlight Stitchery that I bought. And I have a picture because they're still selling the box, but they're also selling just the pattern itself on their website.
Wow,
that's what
huge.
It's going to look like. Yes, and it came with fabric called Ghostly, which is 14 count Aida. So it's going to be big.
Well, how big is it? Does it give you numbers?
No, I don't think so.
The frame, it doesn't tell you?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, so here we go. So
what?
It is, let's see, 290 by...
Where's the bottom?
275, 285.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah, especially on 14 count.
Yeah.
They don't give you the frame.
Oh, wait, I think this is
What?
is not 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think that's 8.
Okay. Well, I'm going in
9.
reverse order.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, they're going in reverse order. And then this one is Come One, Come All. This is from Black Needle Society, and that's what it's going to look like when it's done. And the kit came with the fabric, so I'm not really sure. The fabric doesn't have a name on it, but it's this dark blue.
Okay.
And I believe it's 32 count linen that it's actually going to go on.
A lot of metallic in there.
It does, but but I got the thread.
Oh, okay.
It comes with the thread. It came with the kit. So yeah, I'm gonna give that one a shot. It looks really pretty.
I think that's number 9.
I don't know. I lost count. You can count. I'm just gonna grab the rest of them.
Yeah, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, so these are all little kits, and this one is Candy Cane Christmas from Candamar Designs. And it's just a little kit. Came with the stuff. So it's kind of easy to put together. Number 10. This is Keep the Christmas Spirit All Year Long. This is a little door hanger.
Oh, pretty.
Another kit. Yep. And this one is Dimensions. And then here's a matching one from Dimensions. Oops. I have it upside down. Yeah, I do. I opened the bottom. This was their Snow Place Like Home for the holidays. So it's another little door hanger. So family members who are watching this, you know what to expect in your stocking next year.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I was going to say, it's a lot of Christmas, Bridget. I know you like Santa, but that's very Christmas.
It's a lot of Christmas, but these are kits that I got like off the freebie table, and I just can't resist. You know, so those are my 12 new starts. And like you see, maybe these door banners might take me a couple of months because there's a little more detail in them. Some of them are going to be pretty fast. The haunted house is going to be a big one. But there's 11 different designers in that one. And so, especially when I saw like Noctiflora did the garden, I was like, oh.
Yes.
So that one I had to get.
Witchy Stitcher.
I know. I'm trying to think if there was something else I was going to tell you all.
Oh, the spreadsheet.
There is. Yes. Yes. I have it on here. You should talk while I find it.
Oh, well, okay, plans. So I will be making a ornament. And so I've got my ort jar right here. This is all my orts for the year. I've been kind of squishing them down as I go.
So your little trash can over there, your green trash can is empty?
Yeah.
It's all in
there?
No,
the little green trash can I use for candy wrappers.
Okay.
So,
mine's full of orts.
Not all of them are here. I have to go through my whips and pull out the orts because I have your little ort collectors in there. And I'll stuff them in here. And then, so this is my ornament from 2021. So I have the year 2021. So this is what it looks like. So these you can find at the dollar store, these little ornament looking things. You just unscrew it, shove your orts in, and you can write the year however you want. I use t-shirt paint, I think, or just glitter glue.
Maybe. Yep.
Yeah, and that's it. And they come in all kinds of different shapes. Here's like a traditional shape.
Yep.
And then here's like more of a...
That one looks like a light bulb.
To look like a light bulb.
Yeah. So if you have a lot more orts, you'd probably want something bigger. If you don't do a lot, you might want something smaller.
Yeah, I think
you can
these
use
will
more
fit
than
in
one.
Yeah.
I actually have, I think, 2 for some years because I had too many orts, but they do cram in.
So ort stands for a couple of different things. I like for it to stand for odd random threads. And if you don't know, it's just the pieces that you end up cutting off and you don't use. So, and then sometimes if I'm not too angry when I frog it,
you'll put those in
I'll put those in here too.
Yeah, my frog orts are in there.
Yeah, that's what all this is. This is all frogging this white stuff on. I frogged a lot. Well, it's not that I stitched it wrong. I just changed my mind about what I wanted to stitch and where. Oh. So also this is white etoile, and you can't tell. Here, let me put it up against some white. So it looks kind of gray. And for what I was stitching it for, I really wanted it to be more of a brighter white. So I used something else. Anyway, so
yep.
Orts.
These are good ideas for what to do with your orts, because after all, this right here. Can I see that one?
Sure. This one?
No, the one that's full.
The filled one.
Yeah, this right here. I mean, it's a great little representation of all the projects that you did.
Yeah.
And the colors that you like. And sometimes you'll find like a big blob of one color in there. Now me, when I'm playing thread chicken, and invariably what happens is I'll end up with something about, maybe that long. I won't bother to put it back on the bobbin. If I think I'm done with that color.
Yeah.
I'll put it in here.
Yeah.
And what happens is
you go and you
when I go to do my outline,
you'll find
I will invariably find one stitch that I missed. I'm outlining and all of a sudden it's like there's a blank spot. Why is there a blank spot? And I'll look at the pattern. I'll be like, oh no, I missed. It was like at the end of the line and then one down here. And you're like, how did I miss that?
Yeah.
Well, dig through your orts pile, find that one piece like this, and then you can just do that one stitch. And it just saves me from having to go and do a whole nother long 18-inch or whatever. Right. I'm not going to waste that on one stupid stitch. No, I'll just, thread it through, make the one stitch, thread it through, and then cut it. And then I've only got an ort that big. And that goes right in here. So it's handy to keep them. I mean, some people don't. Some people throw them away and they think the rest of us are anal idiots.
I mean, we are slightly
guilty,
neurotic, but I don't know. I think it's fun. Like she said, it's a little representation of what you've done for the year. So next year, I will be kitting up and starting the temperature dragon. Mm-hmm. I am going to change the colors because I really prefer cool tones. And so I'm going to set it up where it's all cool tones, greens and blues and maybe some purples.
The giveaway.
I was going to do that at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I thought
okay.
we were almost at the end.
We are, but you're going to talk about your...
I was. Okay.
Now we just gave it away, so let's do it now.
Let's do the giveaway. I'm sorry.
That's okay. So thank you for listening this long. And for this giveaway, we're going to do give away these tag patterns. You want to hold one?
Oh, sure.
So don't flip it over.
I won't.
So this says all occasion tags, and this is birthday gift tags. And these are by the World of Cross Stitching. So what words do you think? Word do you think we should use? Just tag.
Tag is good.
Tag.
TAG.
So I'm going to be reading the rules here. Use the word tag in a sentence. Please don't just write the word tag in the comment. Use the word in a complete sentence. Don't use words like giveaway or freebie. Just use the word tag in a sentence in the comments below. Please complete the Google form. That way I can just mail it to you and I don't have to go back and forth about what is your address and prove who you are, etc., etc. The Google form, there's a link below.
And the Google form is really mandatory. So if you don't complete the form and we pick your name, guess what?
We're going to pick someone else.
Sorry.
But the Google form is only used for these freebies and these giveaways. I don't use it for anything else. I do not contact you. I do not email you.
We don't sell it. It's
No.
nothing. It's just simply so we can give you something for free.
And then if it gets returned to me, I can contact you and see if I've got your address right. For these I will send, this particular giveaway I will send anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter. Please be a subscriber. The giveaway has no value. If it gets lost in the mail, I am not able to replace it. And YouTube and the designer, the World of Cross Stitching. Oh, these are Emma Congdon.
They are Emma Congdon.
And this one is Fiona Baker.
Yeah.
The designers and YouTube are not in any way associated with this giveaway. So.
And you're getting both of them.
They're both, yeah.
Right.
So use the word tag for a chance to win both. Just so you know, in the previous Flosstube, we had 2 giveaways and only 3 people made comments. So your chances of getting them are really, really good. Okay. So I wasn't quite finished with plans. I'm going to continue.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Well, I want to make one other comment.
Oh, go ahead.
If you don't think you can use them for tags, you can use them on a card because that's what I did. I turned them into birthday cards.
Yeah.
So.
And most of them, they're like 20 by 20.
Yeah, good for those little margins that you don't want to throw away.
by 10, like it's good for those tiny little pieces. And then what they have here in the example, you can see they just frayed the edges a little bit. They plucked a few extra threads off the edge and just glued it to these tags. So
super simple. Great way to use up your leftover little margin things.
Yeah.
And you can use any colors. You don't even have to use the called for colors.
Right.
So, good
you
way
can
to
pick
use
colors that match your wrapping paper. So plans, Temperature Dragon. I am currently editing the how to cross stitch on a t-shirt using waste canvas video. So hopefully that will be up. And then this year, I'm probably just going to do a few patterns. I'm not going to do, I don't know. I haven't decided. What I really want to focus on is classes. I really want to do a beginner cross stitch class that anyone can take from scratch and learn how to cross stitch their first cross stitch. I really want to start developing the cross stitch for perfectionist class. It teaches you how to get like a super tidy backside. And I'm thinking we'll do stitch along classes. Like if you want to stitch along with us and we're doing another t-shirt, we can walk you through step by step, maybe have some live elements to it so you can ask questions, stuff like that. So that's really what I want to focus on this year.
So if you have ideas on things you want to learn,
oh yes, please
let her know.
Yeah, let me know. I've cross stitched on like a bajillion different types of things, and I have suggestions and tips and tricks on all kinds of different mediums depending on what they are, if they're firm, if they're soft, if they're fabric, if they're plastic. You can cross stitch on anything, and if you can't, you can cross stitch on your Aida cloth and then just glue it to anything or attach it, whatever. So
there are lots of different techniques.
Yeah. So that's my plans. You want, and I might try this diamond painting stuff. I don't know.
Be careful because you might get hooked.
Oh, I know, it's so shiny.
It is shiny. It's really fun
Oscar
to do.
says I'm a barracuda.
So I got an email, I think a couple of days ago, from Teresa Little Stitcher because I signed up because I downloaded her project tracker like 2 or 3 years ago, and I love it. I am like addicted to this project tracker. So I like to say meticulous rather than anal.
I say neurotic, but meticulous.
Yeah. So this is
detail oriented,
like these
hairs that keep coming.
But
off
I mean,
my ears.
I like this project tracker, and I'm going to show you. She updated it for 2024.
Okay.
And so I was able to download this one to my tablet, and it goes into numbers, or
So
you
it's a
can download
spreadsheet.
it.
Yeah, it's Google Numbers spreadsheet.
Or you can download it into Excel if you do Excel, or it will. I think it's also compatible with Office, the free one, Adobe Office.
Open Office.
Yeah, Open Office. So basically, it's got the months of the year, and then you put your whips here, and then every time you stitch, you just put an S. When you finish it, you put an F. When you start it, if it's a new start, you can put an N. What it does is it tracks at the end here. There's a bar, and it tracks how many days you worked on a whip. Now, it may sound really stupid to do this if you are a person who completes one project before you start the next project. But I have noticed if you are not a, what's the word?
Monogamous?
That's the word. If you are not a monogamous stitcher,
and there are fewer and fewer. I started off that way, and then I learned about Flosstube, and that was over.
But I mean, I'm going to do 12 new starts in 12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really want to know, by the end of the year, I have probably completed like 60 projects. So, and then there's a few I'm carrying over into the next year. But it's nice for me to know, hey, I started my Santa Table Runner July of 2022. When I finish it, I'm gonna be able to say, okay, this took me. People always ask, how long did it take you? Yeah, you can
let me set my timer.
Yeah, it took me 18 months, or this took me 2 years, or whatever. You know, they always ask, and this is one way for me to know. And also, it also lets me look at my whips and go, oh wow, I haven't stitched on Yggdrasil in 8 months.
Yeah,
maybe I don't want to do that one anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just a way of being realistic for yourself. So I really like it. It's free.
It's free.
And I would pay for it if she was selling it, but you don't have to tell her that because it's still free. And she updates it every year. So
yeah, this is like the third or fourth year that
I know, I love it. And then it also has it has a Flosstube thing. It has a live stream thing. It has all the months. It has...
Oh, just 1 second. My husband just got home from work, so you might hear dogs barking. There was a noise outside, just in case, but please go on.
Oh, sorry. But anyway, so she's in Excel, like I think she might teach it or something.
Oh, okay.
Her Excel skills are far better than mine. So she has it all set up. So when you add things in, they automatically populate to the other pages. Okay. So you're not sitting there counting crap.
It does it
for you.
Yeah, the formulas are preset.
And it's so easy at the end of the day to just open it up and go, oh yeah, I worked on this today. S. Done. And then it's so satisfying to see that at the end of the month, at the end of the year, or when you look at your whip page and it shows you, you just fill in the date. And when you do an F, it populates the date you finished. I mean, it's just, I loved it. Cool. I loved using it. I used it very, very religiously all last year. And I found it actually helped a lot with doing the floss tubes too.
Oh, okay.
So that commercial is over. I get no kickback from this. It's free, so she's not getting a kickback either. But we'll put a link in the what do you call them? Is it the description? It's not called the show notes anymore.
I mean, whatever.
I might be old.
You can call it whatever.
That might be from the podcast days.
YouTube actually calls it video description or something.
Maybe. But anyway, we'll put a link there.
Yep.
And yeah, let her know. Share the love if you love it, because I left a comment for her. So, and leave a comment for us.
Yes, please. We love to hear from you, and you can always email me at sarah@notoriousneedle.com if you have questions about a pattern or you just need help. Sometimes I get questions. I just need help.
Yeah, we all do sometimes.
Yep.
Are we done?
I think we are.
Oh my goodness. So well, this was a long one.
Well, until next time, stitch on.